Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the FakMatic reloadable 126 cartridge and see if we can do a quick test and find out which of these cameras it will actually work in. As you may have heard, I had some trouble when I first got mine to get it to work in some fancier 126s behind the camera, Mike Rasso.
Hey, everybody.
With the X15s, we'll try it with the 100, the 104, a whole bunch of Kodaks. We've got some GAFs, we've got some Voigtlanders, we got Minoltas, we got everything here. Keystone. So let's see what we can do. First, we're going to speed through loading up a FakMatic cartridge. I have just obviously a strip of garbage film here. So let me load it up quick and see what we can get going.
Can you tell folks about the divot issue?
The divot. That's right, the divot issue. So when these are initially 3D printed, there's a little, on this side of it, there's a little cutaway where the pin pokes out and looks for the sprocket holes when you're advancing the film. And the way these are printed, that divot that the pin pokes into is just a hair too shallow for the camera to register. So what we found is if you get in there with a razor blade or a little rotary tool or something and just scratch that just a hair deeper just to let the pin pop in, it seems to fix any problems that you were having.
There is a video online of me actually doing this process. So if you want to see the full loading of the FakMatic,
an explanation of what exactly I'm doing. I'm just obviously speeding through this. And obviously, normally this would all be done in a dark bag or in a dark room because, film. Almost there.
You know, Mark, I did not read a letter on the Film Photography Podcast, the audio broadcast. Someone wrote in about a film changing bag. Do you know, because you mentioned about the frustrations of working in a film changing bag, do you know that you could buy a film changing tent?
Yeah, actually, I got a couple emails after that. I didn't know that thing existed, but I certainly do now. All right, so here we go. So we know this is the X15, which I've shot with this exact camera and this exact FakMatic cartridge. So we know that it works, and we'll give it a wind, and a bit, and it'll shoot. Wind in a bit, and it shoots. So since the 135 film has a lot more sprockets, when you wind it one time, it immediately finds a sprocket hole, but you actually need to go basically three winds to get to the next frame. So what you can do is either hold it up against your palm and shoot it that way, or hold it up against your leg, which is the way I do it to make sure it's totally dark, and do that 3 times, and then you'll have a fresh frame.
What if you don't? What is the result?
If you don't, you can get some really cool effects. What'll happen is you'll get a third frame overlap along the whole picture. So you can do some kind of cool photo mosaic collage sort of things. If you don't want them to overlap, that's what you're going to do is just fire it into your leg, fire it into something, and then you're good to go. There we go. Yeah, here's a 100. The original. There we go. Yeah. Going. A little sticky. Oh, there we go. Oh, it might be the camera that's sticky.
The shutter's firing.
Sounds like it's firing. Is it advancing? Stuck. Yep, that's advancing. All right. 100 stiff, but works. Let's try something different. Here we go. A Keystone Everflash.
Hold that up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Does
that
have
a
built-in
electronic flash? Yep. Yep.
The pins never stop, and the pin never pops, so it just keeps winding and winding and winding and winding.
Yeah.
Fact is, folks, no pun intended, it's not going to work with every camera. You're going to have to, like buy into the program of, you may have to find another camera.
Yeah. GAF 236XF.
That's swanky.
Anyway, well, here we go. We're going to give it a try with the GAF. It feels so tight that I feel like it's wrecking something. Yeah. No, nothing there. This is a Zeiss Icon Voigtlander Vitessa 126 CS.
Sweet.
Fancy. It won't even go in the camera. Ah, the Minolta AutoPack 500. This is a really cool one. This has the focus on the side. Oh, it goes in nicely. All right. Success already. Nope. I can't even advance. I can feel it. Can't find the... It won't even advance.
What's this called?
Oh, a Kodak Instamatic 133.
Oh, that's my camera.
That's fancy.
I tested it already.
Pieces of plastic on me.
It's thumbs up.
This is a Magimatic X50.
A Magimatic.
It looks like a Kodak camera, but...
And it winds, and it winds, and it goes.
We're getting the Keystone thing.
It's a Keystone effect.
I guess this camera was made by Keystone.
The Keystone effect. It just winds, but the pin never pops up, so you can never fire your shutter.
The Ricoh SLR.
Oh my goodness.
Very fancy with removable lenses.
This is a single lens reflex?
This is a full-on SLR camera that was available with multiple lenses. Oops. So let's step it up to the big lens. This is 100 millimeter. I just took off the 55 millimeter. There was a third lens that I don't have for it. But we'll talk about that in the future. And the cartridge goes in upside down, so that's sort of interesting. All right, here we go. Felt good. Shoots. Was it advancing? Not advancing. Because it's not being pushed
up enough.
In this case, down enough into the little teeth.
Okay.
So I'll give it another try.
So Mark Dalzell's adding the add-on FakMatic washer that helps with spacing.
Oh, it doesn't even go in there right. Let's see. This is designed, normally they go like that. This camera loads upside down, so. Well, this is one of the ones I tried to get it to work with, because I would really love to do a review of this camera, but nothing.
Exit overview.
Kodak, good. Everybody else, bad. Yeah, it seems like the result is Kodak Instamatic cameras, for the most part, all seem to work completely fine. The X15 especially, I've shot with, works great. Mike, you shot with a couple of your Instamatics. They all seem to work great. Keystone, GAF, Yashica, Ricoh, Voigtlander, whatever Magimatic is, nothing. So if you want to use a FakMatic, find yourself an Instamatic. The Faxtomatic.
Thank you, Mark.
Sure.